What is going on, guys? Today we are looking and seeing if Nunes is worth the grind. So in terms of the objective for him, he will take roughly about 26 games to complete if he was to do everything in every game, not miss a beat, and manage to do everything. So 26 for him. It is predominantly, if not all, squad battles practically, bar from maybe the start, which you could do in friendlies just to make it that a little bit easier. But I just think it's a huge amount to put into it. You think about how long 26 squad battle games go. Yes, obviously with doing objectives, they do go a little bit quicker, but as soon as you get onto the score a goal, or that is all you've got left, maybe you go for one assist, it becomes a little bit of a drag. Even with obviously the chance to do a squad battle glitch, I'm sure there's plenty out there that you can find, but it is a lot of grind. And the question is he worth it? Do you want to get this card done for your Liga NOS squad or anything like that? So we're going to go into my Liga NOS squad and just see what other options we've got. Obviously, we will look at Footbin as well and kind of go over there and see what is on offer as well. The cards that we don't have, basically. So at the moment, we have used my Portuguese squad quite a lot, and it's triggering me that we've got so many contracts. But, for instance, we have got the free midfielders already. If I was to be brutally honest, I think one of these could go. I see it. Tarap's actually coming in quite nice. Even though Lincoln has got the better stats, Tarap does have that 5-star skill. So for the moment, we will drop out Lincoln and just kind of whack in the 88 right now, because we are definitely going to be doing him and going to be absolutely slapping him out when we get the chance. So if we go to Liga Portuguese, if we do have a look actually at midfielders, see who we're missing. So in terms of kind of midfielders, obviously Nunes, we've got a nice little dynamic on him as well. Very nice. I think we obviously have the cam there. That's on my second account, I think. Unless, was it? No, did I choose him? No, must not have. I can't remember who I chose then. I thought I chose him on my main account. I'm confused, actually, because I swear I did. Yeah, I did. I was going to say, I swear I took him on this account. The second account had the Eredivisie player. So we do have him, obviously, as an option if we really wanted to. But I feel like he definitely comes in as the better centre mid, or at least the more all-round centre mid, compared to any Liga NOS. Yes, we will have Team of the Season at some point, and pretty much most of these cards will become irrelevant. But for right now, icon swaps 2 round a corner. Not saying that you're going to need a Portuguese team, as I'm pretty sure you did last time, but there is always that chance that you're going to need it eventually again. So we have got obviously a 4-star, 6-footed with a medium. He is right-footed, and he has had a nation change. If you were checking him out on his gold card, he is a Brazilian centre mid common, whereas now we've got a Portuguese. So very, very interesting to have the two nations change just off a special. His stats, to be honest with him, great pace on him, can't argue there. Shooting wise, a little bit of a boost. You're looking at a very nice cam at the very minimum there. Passing, again, free kick accuracy, I don't really need. I can definitely choose somebody else to have that. We've got great crossing from him, just in case he gets himself in that position. Short pass, long pass is very good at 89 each. Dribbling is absolutely immaculate. Great composure, good agility balance. I could see potentially an engine going on him, to be honest. And we will quickly have a look at Footbin before we go over there and have a look. And they've gone for a shadow. That's interesting. So that's more to make him that balanced CM. So that will give him a 90 CM card, which we'll go into anyway, but it will give him 98 pace, which that is phenomenal for a centre mid. In terms of his defensive ability, obviously 80 at the moment, that will go up to 88 with a shadow. Physicality again, jumping not that high, 6 foot. Do I need it? I could definitely have a second centre mid or a DM who is better. Vieira, for instance, who will mop up all the headers, and this guy will kind of go for the ground game. Yes, he still will win a few headers. He is 6 foot tall, so there's definitely chances there. And obviously that strength and aggression is coming in quite nice with some very top tier on the stamina. And as for the traits, unfortunately, we have 0. So let's jump over to Footbin and just see what else we can find. So we're having a little bit more of a dive deep into this card then. So as we look on Footbin, we whack the shadow on him. Obviously the 98 pace is phenomenal. We then get 88 on the defending, a lot of it taken down by the heading accuracy. So I can imagine this guy's heading really isn't that great, with great heading accuracy and great jumping. sarcasm. But in terms of the card, I feel like he's definitely worth the grind. He's here for, I think, quite some time. If we have a look in objectives, he is in milestones, and he should be at the bottom. Don't know why they don't put him at the top, but he is here for... I won't be able to tell you without going back on the Xbox. I can imagine he's here for quite a couple of weeks, because I'm pretty sure these had like 17 days left. So I can imagine he's got the same. And because it's squad battles, they are more okay to give him less time, because it is literally against the computer. You don't have to go online against it, which technically is considered harder, especially for people who don't necessarily have the greatest Liga NOS squad, the greatest squad in general. There was always at a disadvantage there, whereas squad battles, it's a set limit. You can go against bronzes if you just keep refreshing. It should be very inclusive. So for me, I think straight off the bat, yes, I think this card is well worth the grind. He is, like I say, one of the better players in the Liga NOS, just in general, as we can see. We've got Pedro Porra, who was a storyline right at the beginning of the game, but now we have Nunes, we have Banza, there's quite a few 87s there, some really good future stars coming out of here. Obviously you do get the 85 and the 83 also, and then we do have a good amount of winter wildcards and storylines. So for me, I think the Portuguese league is coming in quite nicely, and I think he is a perfect addition into that team. And you know me, I like to collect as many cards as possible, and when there is a free card that is just time, yes, I agree, not everybody gets to have a stupid amount of time to grind 26 squad battles, but even if you just did a couple a day, you will be able to get this card done before he goes out of kind of objectives, and it should be very simple. You can literally put a squad battles game on, go do something else for the first half, and then finish the whatever objective you need to do in the second. For me, I think that's absolutely easy, and personally it's well worth the grind to get this card done, because as you can see, yes, maybe not necessarily in a centre mid for everywhere, but most definitely in the Portuguese league, you are looking at a very, very good card. If we look in, for instance, the Portuguese nation-wise, Bruno's obviously the cam, or Bernardo, both of them really good there. I think Bernardo at the minute is playing better in real life, but Bruno for me in the game is... I'd say, I wouldn't even say miles better, but I think I prefer his dribbling stance in comparison, which is crazy because the 90 Bernardo has 94 dribbling, whereas obviously the 92 only has 91 for Bruno. But in terms of that, more than happy to have him as a cam. If you're looking then at Deco, Roy Costa, not a big fan, personally, not a massive fan to have them over anybody, especially at centre mid. I think Nunes for me is the second centre mid that goes in there, and then if I'm looking at anybody, it's got to be that Renato Sanchez. So for me, I think literally you've got your midfield there. Bruno or Bernardo, you could have both potentially if you really wanted to, and then Nunes and Renato Sanchez make a cracking Portuguese midfield, and then obviously linking with the likes of Ruben Diaz, Cancelo, and many, many more. Obviously CR7's in there as well, but it's just phenomenal. And if you did want to make a Portuguese team later on down the line, I can imagine we will get a flashback Neymar, Nani at some point. It always happens. So a great link there. So for me, 100% worth the grind. Let me know down below if you are completing him, and also if you do want to know, not necessarily, but the quickest way of getting him done, then just click the video that's just on the screen over there.